So it's been 1 year since I started this YouTube journey, and today I just want to pause and say thank you. Not just thank you for subscribing, not just thank you for watching, but thank you for your engagement. Thank you for your commenting, and thank you for challenging me, and thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for correcting me when something needed correcting, and thank you for helping this small channel grow into a real community. Because when I look back at the past 1 year, I don't just see videos, I see conversations, the debates that we've had. I see people from different countries, America, the United Kingdom, Kenya, Zambia, Lesotho, Malawi, so many different countries, and different backgrounds, different experiences, all coming together around one big question. And that question to me is basically, what does it mean for Africa and for the people of African descent to reclaim their voice, their history, their resources, their dignity, and their future? This is what this channel has always been about. Honestly, when I started, I didn't even know how far this would go. But at the time of recording this, We Are Reclaiming has now passed 5,000 subscribers with more than 240 videos shared on this channel. And for some people that may sound small, but for me this is massive, okay? Because I know where this started, with zero subscribers. And so to see that the channel has considerably grown to this extent is something that is very inspiring. And I just want to take this moment, like I said, just to give you a big shout out and a big thanks to your engagement, because I know the doubts, the mistakes that I've made in the background, and I know the videos that did well, those that didn't do so well. And, through it all, you stayed with me. And I think this is a big thing for a lot of people. Because most of the times, before you start anything, there's always that fear, the fear of the unknown. Should I put myself out there? What are people going to think of me? Am I going to be judged on how I speak? Am I going to be judged on how I come out? Are people going to judge my looks? Are people going to judge how I articulate issues? All sorts of things, and the fear of the unknown. Do I have the right equipment? Do I have the right research skills? And am I going to present myself in a way that people will understand? When I talk about self-doubt, there are those videos that are very helpful on the internet that you find. But then again, there are thousands and thousands of videos that are irrelevant on YouTube that when you look back, the advice that they give you, you need this equipment, you need the high-end equipment, you need this, you need that, you need your background to look a certain way, you need all that. And before you know it, you defer your dream or your motivation for another day. So if you're listening through and you want to do your YouTube channel, or you want to start up, just start today without even thinking about it. So I do appreciate that some of you came through shorts, some of you came through the long form videos, and some of you came through the community posts, and some of you discovered the channel through one single topic and somehow stayed for the bigger conversations. And that means a lot. That means a lot. And I still remember how quickly things moved in the early months, and within about 3 to 4 months, the channel had gained serious traction. So we crossed milestones that I did not expect to cross so quickly. We reached thousands of subscribers. We got monetized within those first few months, which genuinely surprised me. I think it was within 4 to 5 months, we got that email saying that you're eligible for monetization. And that was something that surprised me, and I was actually shocked about it. So that was quite a milestone. Something that I did not expect or even thought about. But it's one of those things, okay? It's not because I did not believe in the message or to believe in myself, but because I know YouTube is not easy. And again, it's what you read about, what people say. And somehow, you just go by what people say and the experience as well. I mean, YouTube is something that obviously requires a lot of consistency. It requires dedication. It requires your time. It requires everything else, good preparation as well, because people see the final video, but they do not always see what happens behind it. You've got the research, you've got the editing of the videos, the thumbnail changes, You've got titles that don't work, you tweak the titles and all of that. You've got videos that take hours to make, but only get a few views. That is another one again. Biggest frustration that I've seen recently with the algorithm. A lot of people are complaining about that. The moments when you question whether you're wasting your time, the moment when you ask yourself, is anyone even listening? But then when people leave a comment, when somebody leaves a comment, someone says, I never looked at this way, or someone says, oh, keep going, or when someone says this needs to be said, it gives you that motivation. It inspires you, and it wants you to even move on and even do something better, because you suddenly realize this is bigger than views. This is about building something. Now, I also want to be honest about one thing, because maybe this can help somebody who is thinking of starting their own channel. Now, when I started, I leaned heavily on shorts. Shorts are the 9:16 aspect ratios, the 30 seconds videos that you watch, you just go shoop, 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 shoop. But if I'm honest, I also learned something difficult. When a channel grows mainly through shorts, it can become hard, very difficult to move the same audience into long-form content, because shorts audiences are often looking for speed. Okay, they're looking for adrenaline rush. They're looking for that quick impact. They want that instant hit, the quick emotion, the quick punch. This is what they're looking for. Long form is different, okay, because long form needs patience. It needs attention. You need trust, okay. You need people to sit with an argument, follow the story, and think beyond the first 30 seconds. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned is this: before you start your channel, okay, and like I say, this is just my little advice that I'm giving. Maybe it might help somebody out there. And I know there's a lot of information on the internet, you might get it, but this is just my little advice as well, to say, before you start your channel, think carefully about what kind of creator you want to become. Do you want to build around shorts, or do you want to build around long form, or do you want both? Some people do both, or some people do the long form content and then chop their long form content into small shots that help to propel the channel in that same manner. So there's no shame in any of them, but you must understand that each format builds a different kind of audience. And for me, over the past few months, I made a conscious decision to step back from shorts and focus more on long form commentary. And the good news is, since making that shift, the long form videos have started to grow stronger. In fact, over the last 4 months or so, since I stopped posting shorts regularly, I've seen my long form content begin to stand on its own. The watch time, the engagement, the depth of the conversation have become more meaningful. And that matters to me, because I don't just want people to click and just go away, okay? I want people to think. I want people to question. I want people to disagree properly, not just emotionally. I want people to engage with the facts, the history, the politics, the consequences, and sometimes even criticism helps me sharpen the direction of the channel. And that is why I say this channel does not belong to me alone. Yes, I'm the one creating the videos. I choose the topics, I sort of do everything else, but the community helps shape the conversation, and that is something that I do not take lightly. So like I said before, this is also another small way of me encouraging anyone that wants to start a YouTube channel, or if you are thinking of starting a podcast, a blog, or any kind of platform. The advice is start now, okay, not tomorrow, because there's always this situation where you think, oh, well, I'm gonna start tomorrow when I have this equipment, when I have this camera, when I have this lens, when I have this, when I prepare myself in such a way, when I'm in good form, when I've got proper muscles, when I do that. There are all sorts of things that can delay you and not wanting to do it. But you know what, if you really think of it, you don't have to wait for everything to be perfect, because one of the biggest lies people believe is that they need everything to fall in place before you do it, but at the end of the day, all you need is a message. You need consistency, you need honesty. You learn by posting, and you also learn by failing. publicly, and you also learn by positive criticism, or other people criticize you negatively, whatever it is. But you learn by improving one video at a time. And in this age, we also have tools, massive tools that people before us did not have. Okay, you've got artificial intelligence nowadays that can help in all sorts of ways, from title ideas to structure to A/B testing of the thumbnails, the concepts, your research support, to improving how you package your message. And I'm not ashamed of saying that, because tools are not the enemy. The real question is, what are you using those tools for? Are you using them to create empty noise, or are you using them to communicate something meaningful? So for me, artificial intelligence, which I must say I learned myself about 25 years ago when I did a master's in computer science, multimedia technology. Back then, we learned about AI, artificial intelligence, but I didn't realize that this was going to be, the kind of AI that they were talking about, that they were teaching us 25 years ago. But anyway, it's one of those things, and it's all coming together. And I think AI is one of the most interesting areas that I think a lot of people, young, old, need to dive in, explore more, because there's more actually coming with artificial intelligence. So besides the AI and all what have you and all these tools, the heart of the message still has to come from you, the people. Okay, AI can help you sometimes organize your thoughts, or get some dates, or can you try and find me this kind of date, connect this idea and that idea and so on, and then you visualize it within yourself and you generate ideas. It can help you to polish, it can help you to do certain things in a certain way. But what AI cannot do is it cannot replace conviction. Okay, it cannot replace your motivation, your spirit, your soul. It cannot replace your passion. If you're passionate about something, this is something that is a lived experience. AI cannot even touch that. And my reason has always been clear. I wanted War, which is this channel we are reclaiming, to be a space where we all talk about Africa without begging for permission. A space where we can question power, a space where we look at resources, we look at leadership, exploitation, sovereignty, development, history, and global politics with open eyes. Not from a place of hatred or a place of bitterness, but from a place where people appreciate responsibility. People come together and appreciate some of the stories that we actually share together. Because if we do not tell our stories properly, someone else will tell them for us. And this has always been the case, where people wait for our stories to be told by someone else. And usually when people do that, they tell them in a way that benefits them. And that is why this channel exists. So it exists because the African conversation must be bigger, it must be deeper, it must be sharper, and more confident. And over the past year, you have helped prove that people are ready for that conversation. Okay. Now, let me be very clear about this. This first anniversary, I know it's just a milestone, and it's not the destination. Okay, there's still a lot of work to do. The channel still has to improve. The storytelling has to improve. The editing, it has to improve. The research, all of that, this has to get sharper. The thumbnails have to get better. The titles, the consistency. It's basically the community has to grow. But I'm grateful that we have reached this point 1 year in, and I'm still learning and still trying to relearn and to grow, and still reclaiming. This is what it is. And when I look at this summary video of me, like now, driving to the skip, clearing old wardrobes, emptying things at the skip, and just moving through life, it reminds me of something, that life is not always glamorous, life sometimes, it's the same as growth, it looks ordinary, sometimes progress looks like clearing spaces, sometimes building something new means letting go of old things, old fears, you could have old doubts, excuses, old versions of yourself. And maybe this is what this first year has been for me. It's been a clearing out, it's been a testing ground, to see how I can pitch myself even better for the second year, and a year of discovering what this channel can become. And by God's grace, with your continued support, the second year will be stronger. So from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you again. Thank you to every subscriber, and thank you to everyone who has watched even one video. Okay, I really do appreciate that. And thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, commented, debated, corrected, encouraged, and stayed. You have helped build We Are Reclaiming into something real, and I do not take that for granted. So the journey is still young, the work continues, and the message continues, and the community continues to grow. And as always, we are not just watching history happen, we are questioning it, we are learning from it, and together we are reclaiming. So my name is NB. I see you in the next one, and thank you.